still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on their in-state rivals to the north, the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
All right, let's go.
In motion, Hill. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit. They'll say it's incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10. At their own 37. Now Etienne to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Play action. It's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, he fired a bullet in there for the completion. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people. The right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the screen.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
20 TX.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Tua now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he is going to go down. They sack him. The final play of the first quarter. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
20 TX.
They'll run for it with Achane. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Hill going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Lisa 24.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Red on red.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Dolphins 21, Jaguars 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
13, Lou.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A very solid gain of 27.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Etienne up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Achane on the counter. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On first down, back to Achane. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to the ground, Achane. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Turbo 3, kick. Turbo 3, 20, TX.
In motion, Hill. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give this to Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run. Achane. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Achane once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Achane. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 more yards. Move those chains. That's good for another.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Lawrence will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback.
Yeah, good game, man.
They make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game. Now the lead moves to 17.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Devin Duvernay. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Now the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down and 1. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. 143 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Yeah, ready.
Good game, bro.
The Deacons just going to one more time as they take the knee.
Go ahead.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Dolphins, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1.